shot. And on the outside, and coming into the split. Here looks like it's Stephen Dolliak with a hole shot and the lead. And you can see Nicholas Rios trying to find his way out. We're going to get to second place there for the command of the black ski. So Dolliak continues to lead here, but the folks next time around, the log jumps will be open. That's going to be the great equalizer for a lot of these riders out here. We've already seen it turn into Sun City. Once again, I want to welcome everybody out the second half. The Moto2s have started. This is the 31st annual IJSBA Hot Products World Finals presented by Corey Decent. Talk about a tower stacked of talent. I saw we had Scott Hollywood Watkins up there. We had Larry Rippon Kroger up here. We got the Slasher checking out the action. All the guys are out there. It looks like it's the 82. That is, I believe, Sousa. It is. Sousa on the inside. Dolliak on the outside coming around. It's Dolliak for the place. Third place coming out. Trying to wheel and shoot down. The runner out of Portugal. So it is the number, and I believe that's Haruki Kuriyashi out of Japan. So far it is France, or actually Dubai, Portugal, and Japan. 1, 2, 3, and the log jumps are open. Havasu. Oh, I'm sorry, that is Mox, Dustin Monteros. And there's a J1 just coming over the log jump there. We've got a couple different number ones out there. So once again, it's Dustin Monteros in that third spot, Thiago Sousa in second, and Stephen Dolliak, our leader. You know what? I got Tara laying them up. I'm going to have her help me out a little bit. She knows what I'll be stand-up skis. Tara.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going good, thank you.
We got some good racing going on. We got the motor number 203 out of the water. Stephen Dolliak leading on the outside. Thiago Sousa on the inside. And Monteros on the outside. So the runner from Portugal trying to reel them in, but look at this. 1, 2, and 3 are equally separated out of the water.
And is that Nicholas in fifth place?
That is the fighter, Nicholas Rios, right out of Lake Havasu. Oh, Jimmy Wilson just takes a water sample, straight lines in there. As well as another runner goes out, leader pulls the yellow flags out. So Jimmy Wilson trying to get back up and going. He's having some issues. But back to the action, Tara. You can see our leader now up on the top, onto the back straightaway.
About 65, 67 miles an hour on average down the back straight. Had a little rivalry this morning between Rios and Quicklight, so.
Shocking.
Yeah, that is shocking. Always racing. Practice with the defense, always racing.
That is Stephen Dolliak riding for Dubai, United Emirates. The Portugal rider, I'm telling you, Thiago Sousa is just tearing it up. But I do believe Monteros is starting to reel him in just a little bit.
Yes, he is, and now I put him in a good position to take the overall today.
here. We have a three-moto system here. So it's really going to be important here for this Moto 2 finish. So you can see our leader coming around through that slalom section. There we got Don Dawson back there. We got Jared Leo. Hey, how about this? We've got Steven Daliak out there in that top position.
I saw that.
Tiago Sousa in second. Dustin Matsuris in that third slot.
All right, well, interesting enough, because Daliak had a fourth in the first moto, but when you count back to 6th and 7th place, what you're going to notice is Trent Brown back there, but you're also going to notice your number one finisher, which was Curiosity this morning, who finished in the first place spot, and he is going to, I know they got three, yikes. Okay.
Jonathan Kilborn getting his great helicopter shots up there. And you can see the long jump is open. So far, top three been doing pretty good over it.
All right, so rat-a-tat-tat, all three of the first top riders, no, clean on the long jump, which is good.
There's a rat-a-tat-tatting just some freestyle.
Pretty much. That's going to be Nicholas Rios up in fourth. And then there is your leader from the first moto, Curiosity. He's in fifth right now, so 5 and a 1. That's going to leave, if you left it at this, it's going to leave Daliak at the top of the heap. But that's not how it's going to end, because we have 3 motos today for pro ski.
Tom is a star from over, and you can see the courtesy markers are coming out halfway there, halfway home.
That's a good question. Where is McCluggage? I know he had to be incredibly upset this morning after missing that buoy this morning, which knocked him down on the standings. And actually, he's only halfway down there, so yeah, 13. Yeah, it's 13. That's a tough one to come back from. I'm not saying you can't do it. All right, so again, after all the brouhaha this morning, it was Curiosity that ended out in the top of the heap on Moto 1 with Dustin Matsura second and Tiago Sousa third and Steve Daliak, as we talked about, in fourth. And then John Baptiste Body fifth and Trent Brown in sixth. So those are the current contenders, although you can always get, as you know, the big miss-ups. So Daliak leading right now.
But you know what? I've been listening to the radio and it sounded rather quiet, Todd, so I don't think there's any issues so far at this point.
Well, that's good.
And as our leader,
Tiago
has worked his way around.
Yeah, Tiago's been the most consistent between these two motos. If you think about it, he got a third in the first moto. He's currently running seconds. So that 2 and a 3 could, if he continues that little charge, could definitely get him at the top of the heap. 2 and a 3, and then you've got Steven Daliak with a 4 and the 1. Both of those top 2 riders with the 5 points overall. So the battle right now really between Tiago and Steven Daliak for the title. And again, who knows what's going to happen on the third moto, because it's going to be all about consistency today. You are watching Pro Ski Open out on the water. So once again, as I drop into the front stretch, that's the race leader. He's also your pro ski winner from last year, your world titleist, Steven Daliak. I'm sure you guys remember that moment. It was incredibly emotional for Steven Daliak. Hadn't raced for a couple of years. Came back and really showed the world that he still had it.
Well, Tom, with this being motor number 2, it's a good slot to be in going into motor number 3. It could be a repeat, but how many times we things, like you said, get shaken up on this buoy, miscalculation?
You can't
pull a lanyard, you go off the log jump. I mean, so many factors.
Yeah, you cannot underestimate any of the riders out on this track right now. Any one of them really capable, for the most part, of taking a world title. I mean, you've got a who's list of racers out here. I had a spotter out here helping me out. He was pointing out that Trent Brown all over Kuriashi, this morning's first place finisher. Again, it's going to be all about consistency, though. You see Tartalot up in the hunt. Ronnie Van Giroux top 10 as well. Go ahead and count him back on this next lap, excuse me. We're running 10 laps again, the second moto, so it's like 10 laps, and then 10 laps for the final as well. All right, so 30 laps today to determine your pro.
I think it just made my legs start. My back started hurting, I started doing the stretch.
No, it's too funny. Zach Luke, if you're here, can we have you to the announcer tower? Yes, sir? What'd you see?
Well, I saw our leader just hit that log jump, get a little squirrely, so we have to keep an eye on that over there. You gotta wonder if these motos are starting to take a toll on its rough. There you can see Rios has his hood off.
That's a tough one.
Usually they'll do that, we get an exhaust leak, and it just fills up when there's no oxygen, so they just toss the hood.
Yeah, see Reese Lopez out there as well. Let me just do the rundown here for you. Reese, by the way, if you remember, almost had the whole shot this morning and then went backwards a few, and then a couple of laps later was down on that outside split and had to get a tow back into the pits. And oh boy, here we go. Kuriashi, your first moto winner is going under the gaff. We're gonna have to get a tow back into the boathouse. Wow. That is an upset. So once again, Hideyuki Kuriashi gonna get a tow back into the boathouse, and that is a really tough break. That was a gentleman that ended up winning, if you guys remember, as we recapped this morning. He was out of all that mess.
The white flag is out, and the blue flag saying you're not in the races after the
That's right. Okay, so again, Daliak is leading, Tiago Souza is second, Dustin Montzuris in third, and it was Rios, but with that boat hood getting tossed off, I'm thinking we've got the battle now with Reese Lopez from the outside split for fourth, and look who's joining him, that's Kevin Redderer. So it's going to be Reese Lopez. I don't know what you're missing. They're all hollering about the logo.
So Reese Lopez on that number 4 machine, Kevin Redderer on the number 90, as the Airborne Hot Products horseshoe. There's Trent Brown on the number 11, getting that white flag himself. And he ran on 152. And there's Rios. Tell you that, that's just a hard way. Always showing he was running up in fourth position. Just like Hamilton breaks the Rios lines every year.
And Nicholas has had his fair share of ups and downs at the Worlds. He's a phenomenal athlete and a great racer, but he's definitely risking a super sub and a sinking with a no hood going over those log jumps. Of course, if anything could pull it off, anybody could, it'd be that guy. Yeah, gentlemen, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for this guy. That's a huge break for him. And